Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's UEFA Youth League 2024-25 Domestic Champions Path Round 2 second leg game between UCD and Korriku from Kosovo. I'm going to bring you the starting lineups, starting with visitors. In goal, number 1, Alton Bugiyevcic. Number 2 is Daris Gashi. Number 4 and captain is Enderim Abdullahu. Number 5 is Lis Berisha. Number 6 is Jelly Aliyai. Number 7 is Leon Miftari. Number 8 is Bayard Jubi. Number 11 is Ireland Macadonchi. Number 13 is Donard Silva. Number 16 is Venus Havoli. And number 17 is Reen Ahmeti. And the substitutes for the visitors tonight. Number 26, Dennis Jegai, is the sub-goalkeeper. Number 9 is Kron Tachi. Number 10 is Dion Demoli. Number 18 is Harris Isufi. Number 20, Marshawn Barisha. Number 21 is Omer Shala. Number 22 is Eryan Yashinatnitsa. And number 23 is Latif Abdullahu. And number 24 is Enesh Hadrulahu. Their head coach is Labinot Haziri. The referee tonight is from Cyprus, Andreas Argiru. He's assisted by Marios Dimitriadis and Georgios Charalampous. The fourth official is from Ireland, Daniel Aaron Murphy. And here's your UCD lineup for tonight. In goal, number 1, Noah Douglas. Number 2 is Ethan Hall. Number 3 and captain, Kyle Donoghue. Number 4 is Carl McCarthy. Number 5, Jake Doyle. Number 6, Luke O'Regan. Number 8, Jamie Ryan. Number 9 is Hugh Parker. Number 10 is Adam Brennan. Number 14 is Lorcan Moore. Number 15 is Matthew Alonge. And the subs for UCD tonight. The first sub-goalie is Dylan Margin. Second is Carl Andrade. He's number 20. Number 7 is Odrin McLaughlin. Number 11 is Roy Lawler. Number 12 is Sean Tully. Number 13 is Owen Marr. 17, Patrick Manning. 18, Marvin Chan. And 19 is Killian Petcher. The coach is Shane Fox. Now UCD go into this trailing 2-1 from the first leg. The 2 goals for the visitors were scored by Lis Berisha, and we took the lead through Roy Lawler. Now, before we get underway, both teams posing for photographs for their respective media. Now, Korriku are going to be defending the campus end in the first half and have won the right to kick off. UCD will be defending the Klonsky end in the first half. I'm Declan Hughes. I'll be joined shortly by Brendan Lacey on co-coms. So you'll have to make do with me on my own for the opening stages of the game. The traffic on the way out here to the bowl was quite heavy. We're delighted to be able to bring you coverage of this game. Very strong looking UCD under 19 lineup. Several players in the starting lineup with League of Ireland experience. And Korriku are leading 2-1 from the first leg, and it's aggregate goals that will decide scores, and of course the away goals was abolished some years ago, so it's how we do on the night that will decide the overall aggregate score. Barisha there, looking for Leon Miftari. And he's won himself a throw in. Darius Gashi with the throw in now for Korriku. And it's going to go back to goalkeeper Noah Douglas. And it's intercepted by Darius Gashi for Korriku, but UCD come away with it. Jake Doyle has it now. Looking for Adam Brennan on halfway. Korriku win it back. The challenge from the UCD player was deemed to be a foul there. It'll be a free to Korriku just inside the centre circle. In the UCD half. Abdullah, the captain, looking for his centre forward. Tidy up and back with Noah Douglas. Usually trying to play it out of the back. Captain Kyle Donoghue. It's now with Hugh Parker. And Korriku win it back again. Bayard Zubi. Zubi has it back again. And the ball has gone out for a throw in to Korriku, which will be taken by Darius Gashi. Don't know who clears his lines now for UCD. One in the air. And Donard Silva upended a UCD player in the centre circle, and the referee is going to give him a talking to. It'll be a free to UCD in the centre circle in the Korriku half. UCD player requiring treatment. And it's Jamie Ryan that's down injured. And Colin McCarthy will take the free kick for UCD. Cleared by Silva for Korriku, but it's back with UCD again. And UCD have won themselves a throw in on the stand side, just on halfway. And Korriku force another throw in, again for UCD, this time a little bit closer to their own goal. Back with goalkeeper Noah Douglas. Ball comes out now to Donoghue. Donoghue knocks it back to Colin McCarthy. McCarthy back to Douglas, the goalkeeper. Out towards Ethan Hall on the right. He's got some options to his right, to his left. He takes the latter. Back with Colin McCarthy. Across to Ethan Hall. Looking for Adam Brennan. Hall has it again. It's back across with McCarthy. Jake Doyle now. He's got two players hanging out of him, but he manages to find a UCD shirt. Ethan Hall has it again for the students. Colin McCarthy. Alongay. Back to McCarthy. Back to Lorcan Moore. And safely with the feet of Noah Douglas, who sends it back out to Colin McCarthy, and we can get the ball underway again, as it were. Ethan Hall. Oh, nice pass out to the right. And that was charged down by a Korriku defender, and it will be a corner kick to UCD on their right as they look at it. And it looks like Adam Brennan is going over to take the corner. It might actually be Kyle Donoghue. Brennan is providing him with an option should he decide to take a short one. Corner comes in and hit too far, beat everybody, even those at the far post. It'll be a goal kick to Korriku. Now, with the current situation, UCD are currently losing 2-1 on aggregate. If they get one tonight, they go level. If they get two tonight and not concede any goals, they go through automatically on aggregate. If they level the score and it's level at 90 minutes, it'll go to extra time, and if necessary, we'll go to a penalty shootout, just so you understand what might transpire tonight here at the UCD Bowl. For Korriku, if they avoid defeat, they go through. It's as simple as that. Alongay had the ball taken off his toe there, but UCD were making good headway down their left-hand side, and it might be a useful channel for attacking activity as the game wears on. Kyle Donoghue, the captain, with the throw-in, finds Jake Doyle. Doyle finds Jamie Ryan, who in turn finds Ethan Hall. Back to Ryan. Back to Hall. Hall sends it across to McCarthy. McCarthy's going to take it up the left now. Looking for Jake Doyle. Gets the ball back off a Korriku player. Manages to evade that tackle somewhat. Slips it through. It was very well cut out by Donat Silva for Korriku. But it's back with UCD again, this time on halfway. Lorcan Moore. To Ethan Hall. Jamie Ryan. And it's been intercepted by Korriku. Korriku launch a counter-attack. Rin Ahmeti for Korriku. And the ball's hit goalward and cleared by a UCD defender. And it's basically possessions changing hands every 5 minutes. It's now a throw into UCD on the far side. Still 0-0 here at the Bowl, which means UCD are trailing 2-1 on aggregate from the first leg. The 2 goals scored for Korriku were scored by number 5, Lis Berisha. And Roy Lawler was the goal scorer for UCD. UCD actually took the lead away to the Kosovans. And that game was played in the Kosovan capital city of Pristina.
You always have the facts first, ready?
Part of the job.
Lovely night to be back here in the Bowl.
Yeah, it's not too chilly for this time of the year. In fact, it's unseasonably mild, one might say.
Absolutely. Now I see there's a something constructed on the training ground at play here.
Yeah, Adam Brennan was available for a short corner a few minutes ago. The previous time they did a corner, but the other option was chosen. I think it's Kyle Donoghue taking the corners. Alonje was fouled there. It's going to be a free to UCD. Out near the touchline where the foul occurred.
What a wonderful year it's been for this side, Declan.
Yep.
Having won the league in order to qualify for the tournament in the first place. Most of the group then went on to the success in the League of Ireland Academy. And then they've just also wrapped up a second place finish in the under-20s.
Which is tremendous.
Unbelievable. And I was laughing watching our social media channels when we got a comment back to say only wrapped up second place on goal difference.
Yeah.
So not to be too excited about it. To which point I was wondering what criteria we should and should not be excited about. Points and goal difference finishing second, or are points not to be excited about anymore, or what should and we shouldn't be excited about when we finish second?
Well, when your top 2 teams finish in the second position in their respective divisions, you've got to be happy with that, particularly if you're a club that, so we say, specialises in youth development.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, our team of officials are, as I said earlier, from Cyprus, apart from the 4th official, who's one of our own. And that's the captain of Korriku, Ndirim Abdullahi, who took that free kick.
Now, we do our best when in the last while on our League of Ireland stream, typically when we're commenting on the first team. What a turn, by the way. Oh, it's a great goal. What a goal.
Rin Ahmeti has made it 3-1 on aggregate for Korriku, 1-0 on the night.
Celebrations in front of us are wild. I don't blame them. It's a wonderful goal. The
Wonderful
turn is excellent.
Wonderful strike.
And the finish into the top corner is brilliant. You have that. That's a brilliant goal. What a goal.
Now, that's a mountain to climb now for UCD, because they now need to score 2 goals to get level.
Yes.
But there is plenty of firepower
Plenty of time.
on the starting 11 and on the bench.
And there's absolutely plenty of time.
So that was Rin Ahmeti who made it 1-0 to Korriku on the night and 3-1 on aggregate. I haven't had too much difficulty with the surnames because I've become familiar with Albanian surnames over the last number of years between Ireland playing Albania, and there's a couple of ice hockey players of Albanian extraction playing for my beloved Montreal Canadiens. So,
well, just in the slight interview before the goal chance arose, I was about to comment on the fact that we do our best to know the players on our League of Ireland stream, but that tonight may be an exception where we don't know everybody. But I was being here 5 minutes, I'm already impressed with how many of the Korriku players you are familiar with, apparently.
well, I know their names. That's about the extent of it. But Berisha got the 2 goals in the away leg.
That's the same
Number
fella that
5.
just scored now, is it?
No, a different fella.
All right.
No, their number 5 got the 2 goals in the away leg.
And I see our number 5 is Jake Doyle, who I can't
Yeah.
believe is even eligible for this, but I know he is. But
Yeah.
mad to think.
No, there's quite a number of players in the team with first team experience, and that
Roy
can only
Lola
be a
gonna
good
make
thing.
this? I think he's there. Oh, he's got him across. Defender's done well. You know, I'd expect UCD to have a good chance now here tonight, despite the that early setback. There's a long night ahead.
By all accounts, UCD were a little unlucky to lose that game in Pristina a couple of weeks ago. And they probably should have come back with at least a draw, from what I heard.
Yeah, I believe that's the case. Yeah, that's what I've been told. And fortunately, we weren't able to watch it, although it was apparently streamed. But we weren't given access to that.
And Kyle Donoghue concedes the throw in to Korriku, which Darius Gashi, the right back, is going to take. Gashi now with the throw in. Finds Leon Miftari. Cross to the far post. Oh, well defended by UCD, but the ball is run loose. At the edge of the box. Korriku struggling to get it under control. Headed clear by UCD defender, but it's run loose again. And Adam Brennan will take it away.
Hugh Parker now on the ball. Tries to reverse it back to Brennan. It's well read though. Brennan intercepts to prevent an easy collective possession for Korriku, so it will be a throw in instead, where UCD can get their shape and bearings. So Shane Fox on the sideline for UCD, looking pensive currently. Not totally in love with what he's seeing, I don't think. We're going to have the first booking of the game, and it's going to go FC Korriku's way for that challenge on Adam Brennan.
It's not the first such challenge of the night. It won't surprise you to hear. So the Cypriot official getting his card out for the first time. Kyle Donoghue with the free.
Deliver it deep, right in on top of the keeper. Keeper does well. It's adjudged to be a foul on him by Hugh Parker. I'm not 100% sure I would see that as a foul. However, there's a animated immediate. Oh, this doesn't look good now at all. Immediately, the Korriku players were demanding the sideline.
Boogie FC rose high there for the punch, but he came down from a reasonable height as well, and possibly not the way he intended.
No, and I'm not 100% sure this looks good, but you can see St. John of God's ambulance here in front of us getting prepared in case they're required. Just by the reaction, you can always know by a player's reaction when 3 or 4 players all at once. No, never mind, we're getting thumbs up here.
There's no sign of the
There's no break.
the reserve goalie being warmed up either.
No, we've seen a couple of thumbs up there now.
Yeah.
He's all right. It looked like potentially landed awkwardly on his knee, but thankfully he's okay. We don't want to see any injuries, do we, Declan?
No, we certainly don't. As a member of the Goalkeepers Union, I particularly don't want to see goalkeepers getting injured today.
No. And in fact, he's recovered quite well. So all to do for UCD. 2 goals to pair back.
One in the air by Jelly Aliyai. Knocked back now for Noah Douglas to clear. Matthew Alongay challenging for that ball. But Korriku retain possession. And Darius Gashi providing width for the visitors.
But it's
Don't know
one
who
back by
intercepts.
Donahue. And the captain slips Hugh Parker. Looked like he may be on or offside, but the line signs kept his flag down on the far side, so we'll play here. Parker, it's blocked originally, but there's chance for Jake Doyle to get onto it. Plays Donahue. Has a lunge outside. He'll take the line. Oh, great cross, by the way. Oh, no one there to meet it.
But the ball
And it can't even be kept
has
in play.
gone out
That's
of play
disappointing.
for a throw in to Korriku just in front of the grassy knoll.
Our famous grassy knoll.
And contrary to rumour, there are no Japanese soldiers from the Second World War hiding in said grassy knoll.
I'm not even actually 100% sure what that means, so I'm
I'll
not.
explain it to you later.
I don't get the reference, and I'm not choosing to query it. So UCD now comfortably in possession, trying to find routes or avenues through this Korriku defence. Certainly an equaliser on the night before half time would be
A step in the right direction.
step in the right direction. Important, I would say. Oh, what about done so well there, Jake Doyle. Launches at the back post.
But to reduce the deficit back to 1, I think would be good.
Now, sorry, is he given a corner or is he given a free kick there? If that's a free kick, it's an absurd decision. The two players got, no, it's corner, that's fine. Sorry, just,
I think
Korriku,
he was just checking to see exactly how injured the player was.
he's
Yeah.
gone in to challenge for it fairly, and the Korriku right backs come off slightly worse off, but
That's the lively Darius Gashi who takes all the throw-ins on this side.
it's interesting to see again. UCD are smothering the goalkeeper with 2, while the rest of the attackers hover somewhere near the 18-yard line. So it's certainly a training ground maneuver. Oh, it's clever. Brennan finds chance here.
Ethan Hall.
Oh, I tell you what, almost well cleared, and the defender who's cleared it has taken one right in the face
Yeah.
in order to do so.
I think he was expecting it to meet it with his forehead and end up meeting it possibly with his nose.
Now, it is youth football to a degree, in that it's not senior football, but I don't necessarily agree that when you block a ball in the box with your head and then lie down, the play should stop while UCD have a promising attack.
Well, if there's a possibility of a head injury, the referee can't afford to take any
But if
chances.
the ball hits your head, it's going to hurt. Like, that's
True,
football.
yeah, but I mean,
It's still a valid part of your. Like, I mean, if a ball hits my foot and it hurts and I lie down, I don't get the ball stopped either. But yeah, I agree with you to a degree. So anyway, UCD play on here. Donahue crosses to the near post. No one to meet it. Brendan might have a chance. Still there. Tries to find a route through. Keeper does really well.
And it was a shot there from the edge of the box by, I think, Jake Doyle.
No, that wouldn't have been Jake.
No, it
That
wouldn't.
one, I think it was Hugh Parker
Hugh
potentially.
Parker, yeah.
But yeah, UCD certainly looking threatening. The goal early on will have been a sting in the tail for absolute sure, but looking more than capable of creating their chances here. And it's a 2-goal deficit, which is not unassailable by any stretch of this early in the game. 23 minutes played.
The goal scorer,
Oh, no, Douglas.
Ahmeti there, crossing the ball, and Noah Douglas gathered it without too much difficulty. But Ahmeti is proving to be quite a dangerous
Oh,
opponent.
lovely bit of football. Well done, Hugh Parker. And pass into him was excellent as well, by the way. Donahue now.
And McCarthy sends it out to the right. I think to Hall. Hall slips it inside to Ryan. Possession turned over again. Korriku come away with it. Well cut out by McCarthy. Lorcan Moore finds Jake Doyle.
Oh, he's done so well there, Jake Doyle. He finds Adam Brennan. Or sorry, that's not Adam Brennan. That's Hugh Parker again. Great cutback by Parker. Finds Brennan now. Chance here for UCD for sure. What can they do with it? They take the patient approach. Korriku are able to get numbers back, but UCD have established possession well within the Korriku half. Patience the watchword here. Oh, clever pass. Trying to sign the run of a launch. Didn't quite work out. But UCD get the ball back, so they won't mind too much. Moore now. Can he turn him? Lovely. Donahue.
McCarthy finds Ryan.
Colin McCarthy certainly one of the standout performers within this excellent team. So to be a standout performer in this team, which have done all individually and collectively so well, is a remarkable feat. But McCarthy's certainly one to keep an eye on as the future goes from UCD perspective. Alonge now can collect. Drives that as man. Donahue delivers. Finds Jake Doyle. Oh, it's not quite on target, but Alonge will recover. Unfortunately, just not able to get the touch that Willie wanted. But McCarthy there to mop up, and he'll follow up for himself. He does really well.
Moore now.
Kyle Donahue just drops into cover for McCarthy, who, through his commitment, made sure UCD kept a hold of that ball. Was brave. That's surely a free kick.
And on the edge of the centre circle, just inside the Korriku half. And it'll be taken quickly. McCarthy has it now.
McCarthy didn't get man of the match in the academy final, despite clearly being the man of the match.
Who was chosen in place of him?
It was one of the Sligo Rovers players officially chosen in what I can only imagine was well, you didn't win, so here's this.
Yeah, well, I think the chap that was picked was, in fairness, quite probably Sligo Rovers' best player.
He was the CDM, who we remarked on as being in control of the game in the first 30 minutes, but didn't really do much in the second half of the game whatsoever.
Yeah.
Whereas Kyle obviously scored the equaliser, nearly scored another one, hit the bar, and was probably the best player in the park by a mile. However, we don't get to choose. We only choose the ones we like for ourselves. So. It's a little bit loose now from UCD, but they've won it back, thankfully. Tidy feet there, but again.
But to come second in the league and win a trophy and participate so well in Europe, it's been a tremendous season for this team.
You have to have it.
And in fairness, that was a very good Sligo Rovers team that they played in that final.
We did. We remarked on that. Myself and yourself commentated on that game because I happened to be here in the UCD Bowl, having been moved at late notice from Sligo itself. But we remarked on how good that Sligo side was, particularly the centre halves.
Yes, they were excellent. They were excellent. And John Russell could do worse than promoting them to the first team.
And centre forward as well, actually.
Yeah, exactly. He promoted 3 to the first team. And in Aina Ryan and Liam Kerrigan and indeed to an extent Jack Keeney, we have benefited from the Sligo Rovers youth development program here in UCD.
Absolutely, and Aina Clancy to a degree. Yeah. He's, as we learned recently, he's not a Sligo man, but a Sligo graduate for sure.
But Sligo Rovers graduate. He's from Leitrim. Yeah.
So, Korriku in control on the scoreboard, without looking particularly troubled yet, despite UCD's control of possession. UCD probing, particularly since the goal. But as you'd imagine, Korriku more than happy to sit back with a a 2-goal advantage currently.
Yeah. Alonge doing very well there. Was looking for a free kick, didn't get it, but still managed to retain possession despite that. Moore now for UCD.
Oh, loose touch. Gets it back.
Hall sends it through. It was cut out by a Korriku defender.
Oh, that's, yeah.
And in trying to win the
Free
ball
kick.
back,
It's not a booking.
he's conceded the free.
Sorry, the referee looked like, he does go to his pocket. I don't think that's a booking at all. I think that's a rash decision now, to be honest.
So, a free to Korriku at the edge of their box. And well won in the air there by a UCD defender. And he's won himself a free kick because I think it was high foot there, I think.
So 30 minutes played here in the UCD Bowl on the night. It's 1-0 to the away side, FC to Korriku.
Which is 3-1 on aggregate.
And a 3-1 aggregate score. However, using the new UEFA rules, away goals
do not
won't
count
apply.
double.
Great love. Oh, brilliant football by UCD. Almost setting Hugh Parker in for an easy tap in. Adam Brennan's done so well there, by the way. What a touch.
Back with Donoghue now. The captain leading by example.
Oh, poor pass.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah, careful now.
That's the goal scorer, Rin Ahmeti for
And he's done
Korriku.
really well there to bring his teammates into play.
And Jelly Alayai for the visitors.
That's well one back, and he's earned himself a free kick there as Jamie Ryan. He's done really well.
Of course, the biggest club in Kosovo is FK Pristina, who, when Kosovo was part of Yugoslavia, used to play in the Yugoslavia top division.
I enjoyed that you started that sentence with, of course. As if like, oh, well, you know, as everyone knows.
Well, as people of certain vintage certainly should.
So, Garty on the ball now. UCD haven't been short of invention, and they've certainly been able to create threat throughout the game so far in the first half. Yet to find the end product that they'll want, particularly with the on the night deficit.
Not a bad crowd for a November night when we're officially off season, I would have thought.
No, great.
It's a throw into Korriku a little bit further up the field.
Jake Doyle does well. Not able to get it completely under control. Oh, brilliant, Jake. Brilliant.
Yeah. Aliyai trying to dispossess him, but Jake Doyle staying strong.
Tell you what, there aren't too many 9.5s, we'll call him, quite like Jake Doyle is developing into currently. Strong, more than capable of looking after himself, both on the air and in the ground. And he's got some finish on him too. And we know that he loves that pocket just inside
Yep.
the left-hand channel outside the box. I think he's got 4 or 5 there for UCD first team throughout the season. And he's had one pop from that range already tonight, which tested the Korriku goalkeeper.
And don't be surprised if we see 2 or 3 others before the end of the night.
No, in particular, don't be surprised if you see him in the back of the net from one of them. Donoghue delivers deep to the back post, but it's straight into the basket of the keeper here for
That'd be Alton Buguyevci. Boogie FG with the goal kick clearance, whatever you want to call it.
Donahue does well to win that one in the air. Oh, takes it down brilliantly. Finds Alonji in space. He'll have a go 1v1, won't he? Yes, of course he will. Does really well to beat his man. Chance on now for UCD, but unfortunately just Korriku are able to get their numbers back to smother the run of Alonji quickly. More now. Clever, tidy. Alonji a little bit too fancy, but the UCD keeper Parker does really well. UCD continue to try and probe. Oof, little bit in the back there, but Parker made nothing of it. Donahue 2v1 does well to retain possession for UCD and earn himself a throw in. Oh, Jake Doyle slips two people at once, delivers deep to the back post. That's the chance. Oh, following in. Referee's giving a goal kick. Not 100% sure I agree with that at all. What a ball in by Jake. Oh, it's not right. It's not right.
But a real chance there for the students.
So it wasn't Roy, it was Adam Brennan actually. Realise Roy Lawler is not starting at the moment.
No, but what an option to bring off the bench.
Absolutely.
A man who's already scored against these in the first leg.
Yeah, he's been in and amongst the goals in the last couple of weeks, as we've seen. But yeah, Adam Brennan, what a player does that, by the way. But yeah, UCD continue to threaten. What you really want to see, of course, if you're of a blue persuasion, is an equaliser on the night at least before half time. We don't necessarily need it to be before half time, but as we saw in our recent first team encounter with Bray Wanderers, the earlier you score, the better chance you have. Great touch by Matty. Jake Doyle again slips his man easily. I think if you're the UCD perspective at the moment, you're seeing Jake Doyle's influence in this game and you're saying just give him the ball.
Absolutely.
And I heard something similar from the UCD first team, or from the UCD coach Shane Fox, not but 5 minutes ago, directed to one of his charges: give the ball to Jake, trust him with it.
And that's gone out for a throw into UCD. Alonge has it now for the students.
Great touch, by the way, again.
Running into...
I think Hugh Parker's offside, and he is. He's just gone too early. And Hugh, yeah, he has to look up a bit quicker there. That's twice in a row now he's gone too early within the last 2 minutes. And wonderful footballer, absolutely wonderful footballer for his age, but that's something he needs to learn a little bit.
Timing of the run.
Yeah. And actually, it may be a symptom, Declan, of having played so much first team football this year, where UCD typically played against deeper lines, where he can get going on his bike earlier.
Yes, that could be the.
Now Jake Doyle again. Oh, he's put in Matthew Alonji there, brilliant. It's going to be UCD ball, but it's going to stay in play, and Alonji's going to get onto this. And will he take the corner? No, he decides he wants to go 1v1 with his man. Fancies it. Slips it back there. Kyle Donahue on it. Jake Doyle in that pocket we know he likes. If he can open up here, he'll get a shot off. Referee says no. Thought that may be a little bit of a lean in on Jake's back, but okay.
There's a Korriku player down, Berat Jubi, and I didn't really see the incident. It seemed to have been off the ball.
It was after. No, it was when Jake hit the ground. He's followed through, potentially just his boot came up and hit into this young fella. Nothing in it from Jake's perspective. It was the foul that led to a foul, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
But I don't think the referee's given a free kick here, so we'll just restart with a drop ball. And you would expect it to be unchallenged. So Carl McCarthy will get us going again. Lockermer. Jamie Run. Look at the slip. They have an overload on this side. And the referee is correctly, or his assistant at least, has correctly given a free kick for UCD.
So free for UCD in a potentially dangerous location. We're talking about 25 yards out of goal, maybe 30. And Kyle Dunn who's going to take it, and all the big guns are up for it.
Curious interaction on the sideline there as manager Shane Fox was rightly questioning the quantity of fouls without a booking of a similar nature, and was told to kind of simmer down essentially, which I think he's every right to ask. That's a handball, by the way. UCD must score, surely. It's a stonewall handball in the box, by the way. Poof. All right then.
That should have been a penalty.
Yeah, sorry. The FC Korriku defender has gone for a diving header, and he's missed the ball with his head, and he's more or less caught it in the basket, which restrains Colin McCarthy from getting on it at the back post. I don't see how that's not a penalty.
Yeah. And if the referee missed it, why did the linesman miss it?
Well, see, the linesman now, in his credit, is on the far side to it, so he will have been blocked off by the players. Fourth official could have seen it.
Yeah.
Referee should have caught it. And that's a disappointing one from UCD perspective. That's a stonewaller for me. And now, will UCD be punished? Oh, brilliant, brilliant. So Korriku continues to defend stoutly, even with a slight bit of help from the officials, but otherwise the shape has been excellent so far, and they've repelled what UCD have to offer while maintaining that threat in the counter-attack, but they'll be more than comfortable with their position of a 2-goal lead, 1 goal on the night, 1 goal from the previous leg. And UCD yet to come up with a question that they don't have an answer to, essentially.
Well, given UCD...
Brilliant ball, by the way, here by Jake Doyle. Can you keep that in? Yes.
I was going to say, given UCD took the lead in the away leg, Korriku have now scored 3 goals without reply over the 2 games.
Yep, that's a fact. Brennan now. One that can certainly create for UCD. It's interesting to see. We know that this side, typically over the season leading to this qualification for Europe, played more with a 3 at the back, and tonight have a relatively clear, not quite a 100% 4 at the back, but I think it's much more of a 4 at the back shape than we've seen it in previously.
But it's kind of, Lorcan is kind of playing in front of the back 4 a bit, if you follow me.
I do, yeah.
It's kind of like a low-lying defensive midfielder rather than out-and-out defender.
Well, no, I would have said it's Lorcan and Jamie there sitting just in front of a back 4. At the moment, Eaton Hall had been pushed forward because of where the nature of where the ball was. But you've got Kyle Donoghue, and I think it's that's surely a free kick. It's more of that kind of typical shape we'd see from the first team, 4-2-3-1 essentially, with Jake Doyle just sitting off Hugh Parker. That's not a bad ball at all.
For Ahmeti to run onto. It's taken off his toe by McCarthy.
Douglas now finds a good pass. Brennan can take it in, of course he can. Quality player. Just about that one gets away from Eaton Hall though.
Silva for Korriku crosses it in.
Oh, tell you what, done well there. And a second one.
And it's shot by Miftari, and his shot has gone wide. He was looking for deflection for a corner, and he didn't get it. And it'll be a goal kick to UCD, which will be taken by McCarthy.
Into now, Douglas. Yeah, we've seen this recently for teams that want to play it from the back. You have a better chance when the centre-back plays it into the keeper rather than the other way around, because once the goalkeeper plays it to one of his centre-backs, you can lock on to that side from a pressing perspective, whereas when you play into the keeper, then you're central, and the ball is central, I should say, and
the keeper can
And
make
then
his
he
choice.
can fire a rocket launcher if he wants to.
Yeah, but also it's very hard for the opposing pressing team to lock you onto one
Yes.
side immediately. You wait and see what they do and so on and so forth.
No, not all tactical innovations are rubbish.
No.
That's one of the better ones. Zonal marking is rubbish, of course, but and not marking at posts from the corners is complete and utter rubbish.
Brilliant football by Brennan here. The last one just gets away from him. And that's the level we're at here in this UEFA Youth League. You know, we know that Adam Brennan is a wonderful technician with the ball at his feet, but he's going to have, if he wants to make those kind of runs, he's going to have to be able to beat 3 and then the 4th one as well. Or release it slightly earlier, but still good invention from UCD perspective so far. Look, the painful one for Hugh Parker, but he's alright none the worse. He'll drive into the space here if it's offered to him. Jamie Ryan. Doyle, 2 minutes of injury time to be played in the first half. Can UCD find another way into the box? Surely a corner kick, yes.
Well, there might still be time for that goal you suggested we need, and it's a suggestion I have to agree with on this occasion.
And I tell you what, just a curiosity to pick up on there. The Korriku left full looks absolutely jaded. It has been a persistent attack down the right hand side for UCD. It's a similar attack we see from the first team from time to time. They
could we be seeing
developed
fresh legs at half time? Perhaps he's done so much running.
Well, if we don't, I would be targeting that side of the pitch if I was in the management of this side.
And of course, we're going to be seeing that left back berth on this side of the field in the second half.
We'll have plenty of opportunity. So, Donoghue to deliver. It's a good ball. Keeper done excellently. Straight back up. Doesn't look for anything. Good to see. And it's 1v1 here. And I'm not 100% sure now. And the referee agrees with me that there's nothing in that whatsoever.
I think Ahmedi is looking for a Tony Award for a performance there. In fairness.
And now the referee stopped it. Now I don't agree with him here.
I don't think anything untoward occurred in that. Yeah, as Matthew Alonje is explaining to the fourth official, there was no contact whatsoever.
Yeah, now, but the referee waved it away in the first place. Now, I know he was holding his face and there's a head protocol, but, like, if you wave it away in the first place and then UCD can build a promising counter-attack, the drop ball where Korriku have the opportunity to regather themselves and put them defenders right back in the right places is not the same.
Yeah, wouldn't dispute that.
No, there's no handball there. That's off his chest now, unfortunately, gents.
Zubi trying to find his colleague. Contact was made with it by UCD ball. It'll be a free or a throw-in.
Tell you certainly can't doubt the industry nor the endeavour of the
it's
two.
It's neither, as it turns out. The referee has seen enough, and we'll be back with you in a few minutes. I've got to go over and try and get a copy of the programme. I have to get 2 copies of the programme, actually. I wrote an article about a player to get a copy, the next player to get a copy of them. You back, Georgie?
Yeah, I may or may not be here for the start.
Hello, and you're very welcome back to the UCD Bowl for the second half of the Domestic Champions Path Round 2 second leg between UCD and two Korriku. Now, two Korriku means in the Albanian language 2nd of July, which commemorates the decision by the parliament in Pristina in 1990 to secede from Yugoslavia, and that's the significance of the name of the club. They were originally called something else, and full details are available in tonight's match programme on that. UCD are about to introduce a substitute. Roy Lawler, who scored in the first leg, is about to enter the fray, and we're going to find out who he's replacing in just a few moments' time. Now, in this second half, UCD will be defending the campus end, and it will be Korriku defending the Clonski end. And it'll be interesting to see if that makes any changes to the fortunes of UCD in the second half. UCD trailing 1-0 on the night and 3-1 on aggregate. It looks like Korriku are also bringing on a substitute, and it's going to be Enesh Hairulahu. So Enesh Hairulahu is about to come in for Korriku, and Roy Lawler is about to enter the fray for UCD. And he's replacing Jelly Alayai. And Lorcan Moore is being replaced by Roy Lawler. So that's the only two changes for you at the start of this second half. And I'll be joined shortly by Brendan on co-coms. In the meantime, you'll have to put up with me and my own. So UCD about to get things under the way for the second half. Roy Lawler, of course, who got UCD's opening goal of the tie in the away leg in Pristina. Hoping he can do a repeat job of that feat. Ball is sent deep into Korriku territory. And it's gone out for a throw in to the students. Back with Adam Lambert. And it's with Luca Regan. And Roy Lawler was dispossessed there. Korriku launch a counter-attack. It's Ahmeti, the goal scorer. Cross comes in. Cleared. And Berat Jubi trying to get it under control there, but it's now with Lawler. And Parker. And it's going to be a throw-in to the students. Just below the fourth official's dugout. Luca Regan finds Adam Brennan, and it's back with Cathal McCarthy. Substitutions there, just to confirm. Enesh Hairulahu for Korriku came on replacing number 6 Jelly Alayai, and Roy Lawler is in for Lorcan Moore. And it's Luca Regan now with the ball for UCD. Knocks it back to Ethan Hall. Lawler. Olanji. Oh, lovely play from Matthew Olongi. He's been fouled. It'll be a free out near the corner flag for the students. Free kick for UCD, as I said, out near the corner flag. Can UCD make this count? Oh, what a... Yes, it's in! Waller has hit it in off the post. Very, very clever flick.
Brilliant from UCD perspective, Declan, and exactly what you needed. If you weren't going to get a goal anywhere through the
I
first half.
apologise, that should be Jamie Ryan, I think, got the touch on that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely what you needed from UCD perspective, particularly early in the second half. So we're 1-1 on the night.
I know.
With a goal for UCD still to chase overall, but what a start to the second half.
Try and get confirmation.
And a booking now as well from an FC2 Korriku player, and it's all about UCD now at the moment. What a start to the second half from UCD perspective.
Just what you would have ordered. It was Jamie Ryan.
Oh. What? Sorry. I know I'm not really supposed to be two buys, but that is an outrageous decision. Hugh Parker's done so well there to come from behind his man, have the strength to hold off a centre half that's bigger than him, win the ball completely fair. It's right in front of us, and the referee's giving it against him for having his arm up. Ridiculous. Against a centre half? You must be joking.
Korriku now with the throw in.
Equally, I don't know what that free kick was for from UCD perspective. I think if I shout loud enough, I might get a free kick.
You never know.
Brennan now, doing as Brennan does, driving.
Zubi now for Korriku, and it's back with the substitute Hyrulahu. Silva now for Korriku. Is he trying to get it away? Silva wins it back. Cross comes in, gathered comfortably by Douglas.
If the first half couldn't have started worse from UCD perspective in terms of conceding that goal early on, second half couldn't have started better.
Correct.
And as we always say here on the UCD stream, second half, these are the championship minutes. This is where the game is won or lost.
The equaliser on the night came 4 minutes after the start of the second half.
Oh, Jake Doyle.
Their goal came after 13 minutes of the first half.
Yeah. Jake Doyle's influence in this game can't be underestimated in the slightest so far, by the way. Been absolutely brilliant.
Long range effort there from Jamie Ryan, cut out by Korriku.
Donahue now does really well. Finds Alonji. That one's out for a Korriku throw in. So it's a momentary bit of respite for UCD, and that they can now pick their moments a little bit better to find a way back into this game on aggregate. Game plan would have gone a tiny bit out the window with that early Korriku goal, but now we're back to where you were, if you like.
And indeed, another goal would make it the tie dead level.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And interestingly, the way momentum in football works, UCD may actually be better off now having all of the second half to attack, where Korriku have gotten into their pattern of kind of sitting in. Anyone that's coached or played football really at any level will know one of the hardest things to do is to get into a pattern where you are happy to hold and then get going again.
Yeah. Well, Korriku are about to ring the changes again. There's another substitute about to be introduced, and we'll let you know who it is as soon as we find out.
Oh. Brilliant from Colin McCarthy. Absolutely brilliant. To keep it in play as well and then beat his man. That is fabulous. And he's won a throw in off the Korriku number 8, Borat Jubi. He's done extraordinarily well there.
Yeah. Bayard Jubi has been one of the better performers for the Yellows on the night.
Well, there's been a few. It's been an excellent performance by both sides so far. Real treat of football, actually. Parker does oh, look at that. And again, look, just that body strength there. Now, the referee, and Hugh Parker rightly remonstrating to the referee that he was given a free kick against him for a very similar level of physicality going the opposite way. But when it's the centre-back on him, no such joy. Brennan into Parker one more time, flicks it off. Jake Doyle uses his strength. Oh, that's surely a free kick. Oh, what an opportunity.
A lovely position to have a free kick as well, just on the edge of the penalty area. And the Korriku player who's gone down injured. The substitute that's about to come on for Korriku is replacing number 7. And it's Omer Shala.
So Adam Brennan has the ball in his hands here. It appears not to comment too much on the officiating, but it appears the decision-making process tonight is you can have a free kick in a dangerous area or you can have a booking, but you don't get both at the same time.
Okay.
This is actually one of those more tricky ranges, I would say, Declan. You just got to have a lot of technique here to get this up and down. Brendan has a lot of technique, but it's still a challenge even for elite level.
We used to get it over the wall,
established players,
and past the goalkeeper, who's proven himself to be a very good barrier.
It's gone the opposite way than I would have went, but yeah, unfortunately, slightly too high.
Yeah,
it's a challenge. That range is a challenge. You would maybe want 2 or 3 yards further back, nearly, just to find your range. But UCD continue to apply a bit of pressure now.
Alton Buguyevchi will get us underway with the goal kick for Korriku. One in the air by UCD. Parker went for that, and I think he got hit in the head by the opponent's head. And
exactly true to my statement a moment ago. In a completely non-dangerous counter-attacking area, Adam Brennan picks up a booking. Let alone the Jake Doyle winding up to shoot on the edge of the box foul, which required no booking whatsoever.
Korriku now after that free kick. They have it at the edge of the box. It's with Silva, crosses to the far side. There's nobody there in a yellow shirt. Alongi comes away with it now for the students. One in the air by UCD, but it's fallen nicely for Korriku.
Oh,
Alongi
tidy.
wins it back.
That is tidy. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Royal Order just loses his footing at the wrong moment. Perfectly fine, that's all good. Keep playing, boys. Well done. Roy Lawler does well.
Very nice footwork there from the young man.
And he can release down the left hand side, but the pass isn't quite good enough. But UCD will collect the clearance. UCD really look in charge of the momentum at the moment, don't they, Declan?
They do indeed, and here they come again. The immortal words of Dolly Parton.
What? I don't even know what song you're referring to.
Here you come again.
The Brennan tries to slip Parker. That's corner, surely. Yes, well done, referee.
And a corner ball to the students, and it'll be taken by Roy Lawler.
And UCD have looked dangerous from these so far, by the way. The goalkeeper, while to his credit has been excellent, is not the tallest goalkeeper you've ever seen.
In fairness, he's not. I would guess, looking at him vis-a-vis the goalpost, he's about 5'8".
Well, I guess now I'm looking at him with Kyle Donoghue, who's one of the shorter players in the UCD lineup, who seems to be the same height as him. That he's probably around 5'8", 5'9". Again, they go short and low. It's going to be, a goal kick. UCD inventive from these set plays so far.
Indeed. And their routines are a lot smarter than the ordinary average bear might be used to.
Absolutely, especially at this age group. I mean, it's tough enough when you can only train potentially 2, maximum 3. I can't imagine these boys are training 3 times a week. It's tough enough to get the football correct, let alone the match fitness and the technique. But to get set pieces done as well in that period of time, it's a stretch. That's why you don't really see it at that level.
We're just on the hour mark gone in the game, and it's still 1-1, and Korriku are leading 3-2 on aggregate.
Oh, feet. That is tidy, kid.
Good clearance there from Venus Havoli, who's been having a right out battle with Hugh Parker all day.
Hey, Jimmy Ryan bursting out. Brings Colin McCarthy into play. Brennan, who's now popping up everywhere, such as his growing influence on this game, which you would expect. He's one of the stars. Parker. Oh, he's looking for Roy Lawler. That's a brilliant ball. Can he take it down? Oh, it's just slightly too big for him. Tell you what, though, vision from Hugh Parker to see that.
Yeah, and credit to Lawler for getting into a position where he had plenty of space. If the ball had fallen kindly for him, there was a lot of potential on in that move.
Yeah, if he was a foot taller or if the ball was a foot lower.
Yeah, exactly.
If he could control that with his foot rather than his head, that was a 1v1 straight away.
Shala has conceded a throw in there, which will be taken by UCD. Omar Shala just introduces a sub in the second half for Korriku, and he's conceded a second throw in, which will be taken by Luca Regan.
Luca Regan, of course, one of the absolute breakout stars for the first team this year for UCD. I think he was within a shout to be in the team of the season reckoning from the first division perspective, and that's a big shout because Alex Dunn is obviously also one of probably the best right backs in the league.
Yes.
So they've Alex picked up a knock at one point in the injury, which allowed Luke to introduce himself, and shortly followed it up with a wonder goal. And then his delivery from wide areas is extraordinary.
Yeah.
Certainly a star for the future.
And even at this stage, I'd be inclined to make UCD dark horses for next year's First Division Championship.
Dark horses.
Dark horses, yeah.
Dark horses.
Yeah.
I think the only way UCD are favourites for next year's First Division is if Drogheda go down against Bray.
Okay.
See, Wexford released their manager tonight.
Yes, I saw that, yeah.
Unusual decision, wasn't it?
Well, he may have asked to leave.
It wasn't the way to... Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know. You see,
statement didn't read that way.
Well, no, it's just that the distance involved with from where he lives to where Wexford is might be catching up with him.
Well, you have to say, one way or another, a wonderful performance over the couple of seasons he's been there.
He's done very well. But like, to get that team with that leaky defence into the playoffs is nothing
back to back playoffs. Yeah. Luca Regan does what he says he can do. Dances inside the area. He's got a shot on here. He's gone for it. It's on his bad foot, which is just unfortunate. He was falling over from the pressure.
I don't think the goalkeeper saw that till fairly late. But again, if it had been a bit more powerful, it might have beaten him.
So it's all UCD at the moment. But yeah, I think if the majority of that UCD first team can stay together, which I would expect currently that they will. Yeah. Oh, that's a really short back pass, and UCD are in big trouble. Korriku are going to score, and they have.
Ahmeti has made it.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. You can make mistakes like that at this level. It does happen. It's just an ever so slight short pass, and UCD are back to where they started at the start of the half. But still, plenty of time to play.
But clearly some people in the Kosovar camp are of the view that they've done enough.
I would agree, yeah. It looks like a particular goalkeeper seems to be delighted about it.
They lead 4-2 on aggregate now, and you can understand them feeling that way.
No, absolutely. And like, look, what a wonderful performance they put in so far as well.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a booking or two here, by the way.
There may be several minutes added on for this goal celebration.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate. I mean, look, you have to pounce on your chances when they occur. It's just an ever so slightly under hip back pass. No criticism of the player whatsoever, but that's football, unfortunately. Korriku in the right place to capitalise. Noah Douglas had no chance whatsoever. Once the ball is under hit, the goalkeeper has very little ability to do anything other than be sent off or miss it. I would say Noah chose the right choice by not being sent off. At least UCD can continue with 11 players.
Very true.
He's offside, by the way.
And UCD player penalised for the ball bouncing up and hitting in hand, which is unfortunately the rule.
Yeah, but it's frustrating because he only has to play it because the Korriku player is in an offside position. So he plays it because he's offside. So at what point do you balance that out?
Yeah, true. Free to Korriku. And one in the air by Omar Shala, but he was offside. It'll be a free kick to UCD.
Yeah, I think that's one of those. I should have blown you offside 2 minutes ago, so here's one for you for free.
Here's one I should have made earlier.
Yeah. Here's one I made earlier. Right, so UCD all to do again. 2-1 on the night here in the bowl. Oh, I tell you what. They're not making life easy for themselves at the moment, and this is what can happen with young players. It's just a little bit of moment where they need to get a bit of calm together. You're looking at your Kyle Donoghue's here and saying, get a grip on the team and let them know it's alright. Be calm, we'll go again. And in fairness to Kyle Donoghue, he's not. He doesn't lack any vocality whatsoever. He'll get onto them.
I spoke to him after the.
He'll get onto them
after the home leg of the previous round. The draw has been mapped out for this competition, and the winners tonight will be playing the winners of Dynamo Kiev and Maribor.
I tell you what, it's still going to break for Roy Lawler here. He's got a big opportunity. Fullback will get there first, but just put him under the right amount of pressure now. What can we do?
It's gone out for a throw-in. Fourth official now is remonstrating with the members of the Korriku bench.
I actually don't think it's the Korriku bench, fun enough. I think it's their additional bench, if that makes sense. Which...
Oh, the club official sitting technically outside the technical area, is that
it? Which is hard to manage, in credit to the fourth official.
It is.
When the technical area doesn't quite contain the technical staff. Now, Brennan, what can he do? Drives centrally. What a... has a shot in maybe a bit of frustration. It's over the bar. There'll be 2 balls on the pitch here, which will delay the restart ever so slightly.
Yeah, the ball control being...
And I can hear Kyle Donoghue now marshalling the charges, by the way. Keep calm, play football. That's what I heard him shout from the far side of the pitch. So if I can hear, I'm pretty sure everyone else on the pitch can.
Yeah.
Brennan has Donoghue outside him, uses him eventually. Donoghue now.
Sends
Try-
the channel for Alongi to run onto, but it's been...
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Defender's done well. He's just managed to buy a flick off Alongi's ankle as he...
That's probably our friend Darius Gashi, who was taking on the throw-ins in the first half. There's another substitution about to enter the fray for the students. We'll keep you informed as soon as we know who it is. You will know who it is. Well, we know who it is now. It's going to be Audrin McLaughlin, but he's going to be replacing whom is the question.
O'Regan slips the ball down the channel. Royal All out now. O'Regan. Oh, that's a foul, surely. UCD earn a free kick in a dangerous area just to the right hand side of the UCD attack of the box. Maybe about 25 yards from goal. And we're going to have this substitution.
And Audrin McLaughlin is coming on for Matthew Alongi.
Yeah, good night for Matthew. Again, still only returning to fitness, really.
Yeah, and like a good 69 minutes tonight as well.
Yeah. Someone gave him last year's jersey as he came on, apparently. So, Royal Order over the free kick. UCD will desperately want to make something of this. Not enough purchase on that one, unfortunately.
Well, it's probably a good time to remind the viewers and anybody listening online who mightn't have all the pictures that should UCD go 2-1 in front on the night, or sorry 3-2 in front on the night, to be dead level.
Yeah, we're a while away from that now at the moment.
Yeah.
But for sure, the next goal needs to be a UCD one.
Yes.
And it's just a little bit of... Oh, they've earned that back perfectly. Eaton Holt does really well because the pass was cut out against Adam Brennan really well. It wasn't a mistake, but just good defending by the FC Korriku forwards. And a chance was absolutely breaking on a 3v2 counter-attack, and Eaton Holt just about got in himself in between danger and the rest, as they say. So it's an offside against Adam Brennan despite not playing the ball. It's a curious decision. The impact, of course, being there was no impact on the Korriku defenders in terms of their ability to play the ball, but the impact being that it stops the game for a few more minutes or a few more seconds at least, and allows that breaking momentum which UCD desperately want to avoid. They need the momentum of the game at the moment.
Just that final pass is kind of letting the students down at times.
Yeah, I think what Korriku are doing very well here is setting up the shape that the pass, they're allowing the likes of your Luke O'Regan, who is a wonderful passer, but he's still a right full, so the spaces in which he has the ability to pass are not exactly ideal to where you'd want it. So they're allowing him the space and time to pick a pass, but it's where it's going is the option. So Jake Doyle was the pass he tried to pick there, which was the second centre forward to him, not the nearest but the furthest.
And another substitution coming down the track for Korriku as well, and it could possibly be two.
So ultimately Korriku are forcing UCD to play the hardest pass and get it right, and they're saying, listen, if you get it right we still have a 2-goal lead, so come and beat us basically.
And it's Eryan Yashanitsa that's about to come in. And I think you might have heard me trying to pronounce his name.
So the just a little bit of handbags there from the exiting substitute who potentially, as I famously heard Joey Barton say once, try and bring one with you. Potentially is what he was up there, but maybe little did you know that as long as you're still on the pitch, a red card is still a red card.
Oh, you can be sent off until you enter the dressing room.
Yeah, but as long as you're still on the pitch, the red card applies to you as a player on the pitch. Anyway, nevertheless, referee saw nothing in it. Oh, wonderful bit of football, but brilliantly defended by Carl Donoghue, who again, similar to Adam Brennan, is starting to take a real leadership in the role in the game. He's popping up everywhere, but as a result, it leaves this left-hand side channel just ever so slightly less defended, and as a result, Korriku are able to take advantage and earn themselves a corner. So it looks like Jake Doyle and Hugh Parker are now playing as an out-and-out 2. So we may have gone, UCD appeared to have gone 4-4-2 in the crux of that Korriku change that we just...
Audrey McLaughlin was very impressive in attack against Stjarnan. So
absolutely.
And they've
Oh, it's a goal!
Well, I think it's safe to say this tie is over.
Oh, I think that's incredibly disparaging. But yeah, it's 3-1. It's on the night. Very difficult for UCD now. Yeah. It would take a real flurry of goals on the UCD perspective. From a set piece, it kind of comes from nowhere, you have to say. I think even the bench were caught a little bit by surprise. We didn't have the reaction that we've seen from the previous few goals. But you have to hand it to Korriku. They have managed the game excellently well away from home and put themselves in a wonderful position now to go and see the rest of the tie out. And once more, the fourth is having words with the bench, who I think he's rightly pointing out that not every goal is a water break in the game. But look, mountain to climb for UCD.
It's Everest, I think, at this stage.
FC took you have to hand it to them. Brilliant away from home performance, which I think probably outweighs or outmatches their home performance.
Yes,
they've been better away, despite the scoreline might fool you that when they took a 2-1 lead to the bowl, the away performance has been much better than the home performance. But it enables you to do that when you come to an away ground with a lead, and you can sit and pick your moments.
Omer Shala got the goal for the substitute in the 75th minute.
McCarthy does really well, turn himself a free kick. No Douglas will take.
Korriku now trying to... Well, Audrey McLaughlin wins it back. Audrey McLaughlin fouled. Free kick to UCD. Jamie Ryan has it back with Lambert and back with Brennan, I should say. Ethan Hall. Audra McLaughlin in the outside right channel and has won himself a corner kick.
So ball into the box, cleared at the front post. UCD certainly need a goal now just to make anything competitive about the tie. But Korriku are gaining in confidence. Happy to play for possession and fouls.
Well, they've a massive cushion now. They don't have any worries. They're leading 5-2 on aggregate, and there's only a little over 10 minutes left.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant ball. It's going to work out well for Jimmy. Can he deliver? He can. Oh, Parkett, well defended. Oh, McLaughlin, brilliant skill. By the way, he's fouled twice. Doesn't go down, doesn't get a free.
Too honest.
And they've done that really tidily now as well. They've released the man down the left hand side.
And
It's inside the box. Brennan does well, but
on a hat-trick.
referee gives him a I don't know if that's a foul, by the way.
Ahmedi on a hat-trick.
Certainly a foul or two in the build-up, but I actually don't think the last one where Brennan just steps across is a foul.
But again, maybe it's a question of I should have awarded the free kick 5 minutes ago. I'll award one now.
Yeah. But look, wonderful from UCD. You have to hand it to Cork. Brilliant on the night, brilliant in the first leg as well, in the sense that they got the result, which is ultimately what you need in football.
Yeah, and they'll play the winners of Dinamo Kiev and Maribor of Slovenia in the next round.
Yep.
That first leg between those two sides finished 1-1.
But again, just to credit this group of players from UCD perspective, certainly such huge potential and a brilliant European adventure. Curtailed, not. I think I don't think they were beaten on quality, is what I would say, Declan. I think they were beaten by the result the first night, where maybe they could have got more, maybe deserved more. And again, very similar to UCD first team in the playoff against Bray. When you're chasing the lead at home, it can be tough because teams have that capacity to pick you off.
Well, bizarre statistic from that playoff we mentioned against Bray. Ronan Finn scored his first goal for UCD in 15 years.
Yeah, I'm told that is the case, all right, yeah.
His last goal for UCD would have been in the First Division Championship.
Oh, brilliant football here, by the way. This is going to be a goal. Oh, it's a penalty. Has to be. I don't know what he's given.
I think he's penalising the Kosovar for simulation. He's awarded a free to UCD and he's given him a yellow card.
Now, I'm not against not giving penalties against UCD, but the striker's gotten across the centre back there. He's been pulled to the side. For me, that's a penalty. I thought the one at the first half was a penalty.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. It's only on my first glance.
But then again, there should have been 2 penalties, one for each team. So
Yeah. However, I don't agree with the idea of refereeing the game based on the scoreline.
No. But that goes back to underage football where you're winning 11-0 and the referee blows up after 65 minutes,
We also call that Super League football. We have it as our internal college league here in UCD.
Yeah, it makes UCD the biggest club in the League of Ireland because they've actually got more members than any other club in the League of Ireland.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Hugh Parker now chasing the game and the ball into the channels. So we're going to see a final change from UCD perspective.
And this is probably just so that Marvin Chan can say he's played in Europe.
Now, Carl McCarthy.
Gives him a chance to experience European football because unfortunately this is going to be it for European football for this club for this year.
Brilliant ball. Can fullback do it if he can.
Audra McLaughlin now. He's got Luke O'Regan outside him, but he goes inside. Has a go. It's taken a deflection, and the goalkeeper comfortably gathers it. It just, the reason I mentioned the deflection was, had it gone behind, it would have been a corner kick to the students. So Marvin Chan about to enter the fray for UCD. Ethan Hall to captain Kyle Donoghue. Luke O'Regan now. Adam Brennan. Jamie Ryan. And it's gone to Roy Lawler. Hugh Parker. And Korriku cleared their lines again.
Brilliant take by Colin McCarthy.
And just about kept that in. Luke O'Regan, well done to him. Adam Brennan. Jamie Ryan. Excuse me. A good play by Doyle to Audra McLaughlin. Stiffs inside to Doyle.
Oh, it just bounced off his knee. Was in.
Brennan.
Get out of the way. Yeah, surely onside. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, what? I don't know who that offside is against. It's not against Roy Lawler.
And it's Jake Doyle who's coming off.
Yeah, good performance by Jake Doyle. Particularly dominated the first half of the game, I have to say. Always looked a threat from a UCD perspective, but it's probably been a minute or two since he's played with some of these players around him. And as talented as he is, you need that little bit of luck as well as.
Yeah.
He's featured more prominently for the first team this year.
Well, will be a fair bit of stoppage time, so Marvin could get a good 10 minutes out of this.
Think there will be that much stoppage time with the
There'll be 5 minutes stoppage time at least for all the stoppages and goal celebration. It doesn't matter. There'll still be 5 minutes to yeah, there's been a lot of substitutions. There's been a lot of substitutions as well. The full complement.
I was going to remark that from a UCD perspective, at the very least, because unfortunately I don't know individually the FC two Korriku players enough to pick out.
And Captain Enderim Abdullahu is down injured for the Kosovars.
And it's completely off the ball. I have no idea what's happened to him. There's no UCD player near him.
Yeah.
The linesman certainly hasn't seen anything, but he's not signalling anything. The fourth official is.
Well, in fairness to him, whatever happened to him might be something going on inside his physique, if you know what I mean. It may have nothing to do with any sort of outstanding contact.
It could be a bee sting.
It could be a bee sting. It could. Or it could be what these rugby players call a stinger.
So what I was going to remark on just before that happened was that once again I would say even in it's disappointing scoring from a UCD perspective, of course, but that's football. Sometimes the scoreline can be disappointing. What I would say is performance-wise, I don't think you can pick out a bad one, but I'm going to pick out a good one. And I thought Colin McCarthy again stood out from a perspective as head and
excellent,
shoulders
excellent, yeah.
above both the Korriku players on the pitch and to a degree teammates. But again, one for the future for UCD to really be excited about.
It is possible the last time he headed the ball, it made contact with his. He seems to be holding his eye socket. That he may have, shall we, misconnected with it using his head, and that could be this could be why he went down.
Cristiano Ronaldo was convinced there was a difference between hitting the valve on the ball from a free kick. Potentially, he's been very unlucky and gotten the valve in his eye.
Yeah. There are 2 more substitutions going to be made by our visitors. Is this a legacy from COVID that you can make 5 actual substitutions?
Is this the 5th?
There's the 4th and 5th substitutions for Korriku,
well,
yeah.
The 5th occasion as well. Huh?
Well, there was 3 separate substitutions of 1 player. So this is going to be 2 coming on at the one time. So it'll be a 4th substitution.
Well, maybe there is. Potentially one of them has been the head substitution earlier.
So it's Latif Abdullah Abdullahu
Although
and
maybe youth level football, you get that extra.
Marshawn Berisha.
And actually, I think UCD are going to also make another change.
Yeah.
O'Regan and Brennan combine well down the right hand side. Defends well though. I think they're going to make a double change as well.
Okay, well then
So I see what
it
you're
must be.
doing and I'll do the same.
Yeah. I see your substitution and raise them.
Player match.
17 for 23.
From XC2 Korriku perspective so far. And then she's driving.
And
11 to leave the field with 20 to enter. So from a UCD perspective, we can see Adam Brennan has come to the sideline for Youth League.
so 17 is coming in. That's Patrick Manning. And
I don't think he's going to do the right thing for that.
so that means we have a new captain for the last couple of minutes. Any idea who it is?
No. It's the easy answer for
Like
you.
the armband's gone missing.
No, I can see who it is. I just can't see the shirt on the back.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, it's over there. Okay.
He's Jamie.
And it's 4 minutes
It
of
is
additional
Jamie,
time. It's Jamie. Okay.
Generally.
Yeah, I thought there'd be at least 4 minutes.
No, you said 5.
And that's probably all to do with the substitutions more so than anything else now at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, there's a minimum of the substitutions at this point. So
Yeah, it's roughly 30 seconds per substitution.
that's what I mean. Like, not discounting the amount of stoppages there's actually been. I think with this game being in contention still, we have a lot more injury prone. Brilliant ball, by the way. Can UCD get a consolation head on? First involvement for
Killian Petcher.
Petcher. Great first touch. Unfortunately, his jaded front two teammates at this point having put in such a shift.
There's
was worth
nothing
able to
left in
keep
the
up
tank,
with pace.
perhaps.
His first involvement, unfortunately, not theirs. I think there's also probably an element of just disappointment that creeps in when you're a young player who had high hopes in this game.
Yeah. Because entering this game, UCD were only a goal behind and potentially could be looking for another trip.
And certainly played well enough, particularly in the first half and then early in the second half. I think it's the second goal. It's a mistake in the UCD perspective. And you don't criticise the player. It's a football club. That probably really changes the
Yeah.
dynamic of the game. And that's such a shame. But look, that's football. You'd want to lose a game trying to play football than draw not. If that makes sense. You're absolutely allowed to make mistakes at this level.
Or to use an old phrase, you can't put an old head on young shoulders.
There you go. The only way you can is to make them.
Yes. But occasionally you see young players at this level who show a level of maturity way beyond their years, and that's always a good thing to see.
They don't stay at this level when they do that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's where you get the breakthroughs. But sure, look, again, we can't be more complimentary to this UCD team. Their achievements over the last 12 months in particular, and even their performance tonight's been excellent. They've just undone as youth football happens sometimes. And that's what happened, and you can't compliment Korriku any higher either, by the way. They made the game so difficult for UCD that they were able to capitalise on that opportunity. So they didn't play against a weak side at all tonight.
No.
And a wonderful experience to play European football.
Absolutely. I'm not sure where Dynamo Kiev's youth team are playing their home games these days, if they do manage to get past Maribor Teutonik, but if they Dinamo were held to a 1-1 draw in their home leg by the Slovenians. So
without getting too into the politics of that, it may all be a...
No, I think they're playing in either Poland or Hungary or something.
I'm just suggesting that no matter where they're playing them currently, in only a month or two, it might be more tricky for
Yeah, of course.
on
activities elsewhere in the globe tonight or yesterday, as you see it.
Yes.
We have full time, Declan. Congratulations to FC2 Korriku tonight as they progress to the next round of the UEFA Youth League. Wonderful performance in the away leg to match to go on top of their victory in the home leg. Commiserations to the staff and players from the UCD perspective for a valiant effort and a wonderful performance in front of us, in which I think they deserve more than they got.
Yeah, but as you said accurately, that's football. You sometimes don't get what you deserve.
As I've told people I coach, you almost never get what you deserve in football. You get what you take. And unfortunately, Korriku were the ones that were able to take tonight, and that's one team always will, and the other team have to suffer.
Well,
However, these players from UCD perspective won't suffer too long, because I imagine a number of them will be involved quite soon, even beyond the ones that are already involved in the first team setup here in UCD, and I think we can look forward to seeing.
Well, they have plenty of colleges league football to look forward to between now and Christmas.
Absolutely. My point only being a very promising team who have achieved a huge amount over the last 12 months. We look forward to continue watching them achieve over the next 12.
Indeed, indeed. Well, that's all we have for you from the UCD Bowl. Thank you for joining us on the live stream of this, and our under-20s adventures in Europe have come to an end for another year, and we look forward to being with you in 2025 when the League of Ireland First Division returns in February. Myself, Declan Hughes, and my co-com Brendan Lacey. Good night.